What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. You're on the trucking journey with Trucker Jim, and I'm on my 30-minute break. We're going to put that on pause. But I don't have time to wait on a whole lot of people to come in because I got to get back on the road. But before I do, what's up, Jose? I'm going to make turkey burgers. I haven't ever made these before in the truck, but these are cheddar jalapeno turkey burgers. I've got my pan already hot. That's right, preheated before I went live. So we're not going to be waiting on it to tune in. Let's see, where can we mount this at so you guys can see? That should be a pretty good angle there. Boom! But all I'm simply going to do, and then we'll get back to the comments, and I know those look okay to you guys? They really don't look that delicious. Give them a smell, because I bought these right before I came out on the road. So it's been, today is day 4, but they've been in the fridge. We will throw our slimy little meat tray away. It's time to take out the trash. Damn it! I didn't spray the pan. But it is non-stick. But just in case, this is not actually completely ideal. It would have been better to melt it under it. But I'm going to take just a little bit of my coconut oil and throw in there. It's supposed to be well, it's a ceramic pan. It's not that quote-unquote non-stick Teflon stuff, which I do not use the non-stick Teflon. You ask why? Because that stuff's toxic, people. That's why so many people have cancer. I didn't get my cooking utensil before I got started. But boom, here it is. So what we're going to do is just kind of lift these up a little bit so they don't stick. Kind of let that coconut oil get under there and they can cook. I didn't want to buy beef again because beef has quite a bit of grease. And it pops and, it gets over here and over there and on my stuff back there. And then, I've got to drain it, and my lid that kind of the wire mesh lid that I had, it ended up, I ended up throwing it away. It kind of got broke up and bent a little bit from being stuck up in there, moving around the truck and all that. But before I go to the comments, for those of you that don't know, which there's only 22 of you in here, but thank each and every one of you for being here, because you could be anywhere else in the world. But where are you? You're right here in the truck with me. But I uploaded the video yesterday. It was called YouTube Trucker Crashes Drone. Yeah, I'll stop it in the gorge to get some epic drone footage like I had never before. And there's, most of the gorge, there's just like a small shoulder up against a rail that's in a curve. I'm not going to pull over in that type of a place. But there was a few spots where it's a wide shoulder, it's a straightaway leading to it, that I felt, okay, these are places I can pull the truck over. And I stopped at my third one. The second one I deemed I didn't want to take off there. It was just, I didn't feel good about it. But I was flying not even 6 inches too low and hit the top of a tree, and it came tumbling down. And I showed the view of the drone from its descent. And the spot that it was crashed at, it was pretty extreme, guys. It was on the side of like a freaking mountain. Yeah, I mean, I had to like rock climb down and back up. And it was right scary on like a couple of fronts. The main one, if I would have lost my grip and tumbled down the mountain. Wouldn't nobody, wouldn't nobody have known I was down there. And I doubt anybody would want to come down there and get me. It would have been like a rescue mission type thing. My truck's, up on top of the hill, keys are in it. I wasn't wearing a helmet. I didn't have gloves on. But I did get my drone back. It's all busted up now, but now I'm gonna assume turkey burgers are not like a ribeye steak and you only flip it once. Ooh, look at this. That's looking pretty nice, right? Let's flip this other one over. Whoops, piece of jalapeno fell. But since these are cooked a little bit, we're gonna season them just a little bit. And I've got my McCormick's pepper, put a little pepper on there. And I don't really use like regular table salt. I like getting the pink Himalayan sea salt. And you actually grind it on there just a little bit. But that actually gives you good minerals. And I don't know exactly which internal organs and cells like it, but I know some of them do. That and water are good things. So let's head to the comments, see what you guys are talking about today. Only 6 thumbs up so far. It would be super duper if about, I don't know, another 10 of you. Just go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Show a little love. That kind of stuff's good for the channel. All right, we got Jose, which was first. Fix It, Yesy, Curtis Clark, Tony Truman, R. Matt, Buttermilk. How you doing, buddy? Brandon Davis. Let's see. Carlos Head. There's a few heads out here watching YouTube videos. I know there's a Carla Head. I don't know if you're watching now. Carla, if you are, give a thumbs up. Shooter Ray, what's going on? Dang, Carla, you're here. I didn't even see your comment yet, but let me read it. Save E some leftovers, Jim. I can smell those burgers cooking from my house in North Carolina where I live. Well, you got a pretty good nose, Carla, but they are starting to smell good. You are right. Let's see. Dang, Carla, I guess maybe subconsciously I picked up you've left 4 comments, and I mentioned your name. How crazy is that? Universe is just like that. Scooter saying what's up. Yesy. Blair Pilgrim's in here. How you doing, my friend Blair? In your new 2019 Chevy Silverado. What's your trim level again? Did you say it was Z71? Mine's high country. Do y'all need an inverter for a hot plate and a newer KW? Yeah, you probably do. Sitting in a loading dock, getting unloaded. Well, I delivered to Michelin here in Moody, Alabama. I'm at the Loves right now, and I delivered my load, and I was getting one out of there going back to Lawrence, and I've got 29 hours of clock left, right? But I forgot it was Easter. I didn't start till Tuesday. Been running great all week. Oh, not time to flip that yet. Remind me I need to cut the cheese. But anyway, that load's not going to be ready till 3. There was 4 loads ready, but they were going to Houston, which I can't go to Houston because they wouldn't be able to get me back from Houston. But if they could, it could actually work out perfect. And I'd be getting back Sunday, and I would have used like 68, 69 hours of my 70-hour clock, and had a big old week, probably knocking on the door of 3,000. But none of those things are going to happen. And I was willing to work through the weekend because I want to be off Monday because I need to go take my drone to the doctor. But the place probably is open on the weekends though. But I guess I'm getting after I finish this video and eat my lunch. I'm headed to the Atlanta yard to grab a trailer there, and I think it's going to Greer, and that's going to be my week. I hadn't totaled everything up yet, but it's probably only about 2,000 miles, something like that. But I'm thinking today, Good Friday, is one of the paid holidays that they pay us here at GMT. I'm not 100% sure on that. I hadn't received any kind of email or Qualcomm notification about it that I've noticed, so maybe we're not. But I was thinking Good Friday was one of them. I could be wrong on that. If any of you GMP drivers that are in the know on that, hit me up in the comments. Uh, let's see. Did I get to the end of the comments? Adrian Best just got out of Bama and in Georgia now. Well, I guess you're on 20, huh? I'll be heading there soon. We got somebody in Champaign, Illinois. Truck it up and be cool on your stool, Mr. Jim. Speaking of stool, man, I took a good one a while ago and I feel so much better. Better out than in's what I always say. But speaking of, I need to cut the cheese, people. I've got, I need to eat these eggs too. I've got 4 hard-boiled eggs remaining. You want to see some overpriced eggs? These come 2 in a pack. Even has salt and pepper in there, which I've got my own. But they're some kind of hippie chick with chickens kind of company is impression that I get called Vital. But they're like, let's see, pasture raised, ethical, happy hens kind of eggs. But I like the packaging of them, and I felt I would. Well, I've ate 1 pack of them so far, but too many times I would get like the regular 6-pack, and like I don't eat food that's old and bad. And if I'm suspicious of it, I generally don't eat it. And I let eggs get that way too much. So I was hoping this was. I think they ended up being like 50 cents an egg or something like that. So like $3 for that 6-pack. These are looking good. Turkey burgers with cheddar and jalapeno. And no, I will not be eating bread with these. I will taste them by themselves, and then I will apply hot sauce accordingly. Actually, that's not really good. Let's flip those back over. And I had a plate somewhere. Oh well. Let me grab another plate. Oh man, I'm feeling a few aches and pains today, guys. Like I don't know how many of you have seen my video about the drone crash and its retrieval. I was not I did not video the whole descent down the side of this rocky, grown up, tree grown, bushes, poison ivy infested side of mountain that I climbed down because I didn't take my big camera, obviously. I just had the iPhone, but it was hooked into the remote that I used for my drone. And the way I was able to find the drone was super awesome. It had like a GPS tracking thing on the screen in the app that you fly the drone with, and I was able to go to where it's you know was transmitting from. So it took a little while because you couldn't just walk straight to it because you had to climb down, and you couldn't just climb straight down. I was like looking at it and saying, this way I'm going to fall and bust my ass and tumble down the mountain. So I need to kind of go around this way and follow the flow of it. And, same thing on, on going back up. But anyway, my phone was hooked into this and, the little bit of video recording I did, I had to do it with it in there, but I was also trying to make sure I'm headed to where the drone was, which was accurate. So that was awesome, and I found it, and I show in the video. I don't even know. I should have had something pop up because most people aren't even catching the drones in that shot because it was like I don't know in some bush or like overgrowth kind of thing in between fallen trees and everything. It was insane, but I got it. I got it. I got it. But it's not the same as when it left. Like, dude, this propeller, it's off. And generally, Like that's what hit the tree, and more than likely, I don't know. It's hard to say. But anyway, it's broken. More than likely, that motor will have to be replaced. Here's a big thing that's concerned. This normally don't hang down. This is like suspended and works with equilibrium and everything. Keeps things smooth. Well, it's broke now. So we've got to go to the drone doctor. I still hadn't cut the cheese. Let's do that now. This is a jalapeno cheddar that is RSBT free. I'm not even sure what RSBT is, but my cheese ain't got it according to the label. But I'm going to cut me a few slices of cheese here. I know I'm not giving you guys a very good angle, am I? I don't want to leave this here too long. This is above my frying pan, see? Keep an eye on my burgers, people. Keep an eye on the burgers. Don't burn the burgers. I'm cutting the cheese. However, I do not want to cut this plastic cellophane up in here and melt that on my burger. That could be toxic. You know the main thing to detoxify your body, guys? Water. Yeah, water. Drink a lot of it. The only way you can drink too much water, in my opinion, is if you drown. Yeah, if you drown, that's too much water. Otherwise, I mean, people talk about, I lost my electrolytes and all that. I personally think Gatorade's a little overrated and it's pretty much sugar, but I know. Different people have different opinions because different people are affected differently by food. I thought I was giving you burger shots there. Oh, that looks good. And see, this is a jalapeno cheddar turkey burger, so this cheese is dripping out. So that's going to be some extra little deliciousness for Jim. Let me pull that off. We'll snack on that while the rest is cooking. Ooh, and a jalapeno. So let's see if we can move this more in frame. There we go. Good job, cameraman. Put that on there. Let it get all melty, melty. Not quite, not that melty. Yee! Let's just let that cheese melt. We'll see what happens. All right. Burgers cooking, burgers cooking. While that's happening, we'll check on some comments. Um, Ricky Runner and Canvas. I guess that's McLean. It looks like McLean. I'm glad you like my videos. Yeah, and the sympathies towards the drone. Chris H. Kale. Okay. Adrian Best. Okay, I'm about to catch up to where I was at. And we've got Kentucky Trucker in the house live on YouTube. What's up, Kentucky? Go ahead and say you are saying hey to everyone and Trucker Jim. But Kentucky's got his doctor appointment coming up, was it Monday? So hopefully that's going to be good news, and you may see another week of Kentucky and I on the road together again. I don't know. I'm going to kind of mix it up a little bit here going forward. With turkey burgers, that's right, Yukon. Now, these have jalapeno and cheddar mixed in with the turkey and a jalapeno cheddar on top melting on the turkey right now. So it is good. Now, in mine, the truck kind of wants to be running while my little hot plate thing, stovetop, is heating up. And we're also kind of just melting some cheese there in turkey grease. I wish I had a good lid so my cheese would melt better. put a plate on here, but it's not quite big enough. Be great to see you in Kentucky on the road again. Yeah, it would. And I don't know. I find myself thinking more and more about content creation. You know, videos, and how I really desire to continue progressing in my understanding of that. Actually, last thing that I watched on YouTube was a master editing class in Final Cut Pro, and I learned some cool little tips on there. I'm looking very, very forward to editing, and especially some of the color correction and things like that. We'll see if you guys notice a difference. But there is no editing to what's going on now, people. This is just live on YouTube. J Chad, you think I do Carla, Chad? I do not. At the time of this recording, okay, which is like mid-April or so. Actually, 4/19. Tomorrow is a holiday, right? Um, at the time of this recording, I have only, whatever word you like to use as far as intimate relations with ladies, I've had two in a decade, right? Now, the decade prior to that, we're not going to talk about. I was a rambling, gambling, shit talking man. But in the last decade, there's only been two. And Carla is not one of them. No, she's not. I remember I got messages one time talking about you, Carla, that I don't remember what it was, but that I didn't mess with you. You're crazy, and some person pretending to be a Carla head troll kind of thing. True story. Did one of you guys send it to me? I did take videos of Rudy and Trucker Jukebox. I got a comment about, apparently Rudy's got a new video up that's got some drone footage. One of his friends was helping me out that I was recommended to watch, but I have not yet. Man, are these things gonna? My cheese is not really melting the way that I would like it to. Steering wheel holder is in the house. Okay, we can give it a little longer before it burns. Try to melt that cheese a little more. And the inverter and everything hadn't tripped. Let's see. Let's maybe turn that up a fraction. All right, anybody got anything else? I'm trying to hold off to at least show you the burgers and take the first bite. Let's put a little Himalayan sea salt on that cheddar. Oops. Oops. And boom, we're back. Sorry, we had a little fall. Ooh, and my battery's getting ready to go dead too. I'm at 10%. It is a constant test of professionalism to make sure you're prepared to to go live. There's audio to think about, there's light, there's whatever you're going to talk about, what's going to hold your camera. There's a lot to it. There is. It's not as much when you're sitting in the driver's chair, though. Usually lighting's good. You got your mount place, already there for your phone. You're close to it. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And probably what I do the least amount of. Go figure my reasoning on that. I'm not sure. All right, let's take some burgers off. So we will go ahead and kill the power to this. I personally would have liked to seen the cheese melt a little bit better, but I guess I might have cut it too thick. What you think, guys? It's greasier than I was expecting it to be with turkey. But I guess all this freaking cheese, huh? You think that might have had something to do with the grease, guys? Speaking of grease, now you could be an asshole, like I sometimes am, and just dump this grease out your door because you're freaking lazy, and then there's going to be like grease spots probably going to get on your truck. The better thing to do while your food's cooling off, take a little walk just somewhere some grass is at. I'm not like going for like some official oil drainage spot at the truck, so I'm just going to dump it right here. It's not much. It's just a little bit. Yeah, just better out here than in my truck. I brought a paper towel. I did not bring water, so hopefully, there we go. So let me set this down. So I can use both my hands. Much better. Woo, it's still hot. Hot, hot, hot. All right, that should work. There's a trash can I can throw my trash in. This jug. Oh, wait, before I roll out. But we're going to try some turkey burgers, see how good they are. I think I might have got these at Whole Foods or either Sprouts, one of them. Well, I don't know where to set this pan. Oh, I don't want to set it on the carpet or the plastic down there because it may still melt it. So I guess we'll sit it on this hot pan. That's the one thing I do not like about that hot pan that was very attractive on the New Wave induction cooktop that wouldn't work in the truck is the cool down time. That thing, hell, it'll probably still be hot when I'm in Atlanta. I mean, it takes it a while to cool off. So let me grab a fresh napkin while we're at it, or two. We will find a fork. Found one. Get our bottle of Texas Pete. I am not good at keeping that right there organized. It is a cluster, and like I'll clean it, then a day of using it and a day of riding, stuff moves around. And the thing I really hate about it, I need to get one of those lights that I can just, kind of like this, but in there because it's dark in there. I can't see well. But enough of that. Here are the turkey burgers. How's that look? It is cooked well, I think. Very good. I wouldn't call it outstanding, though. It's not quite, it's not beef. It's a different texture to it. But I like the little crispiness at the bottom. Turkey burgers, though. And turkey burgers pretty cheap. Let's see, what these cost? $2.24. Market special. I still don't remember where I bought them from. I'm pretty sure this shopping trip was Whole Foods. But I go to a few different grocery stores, and I have so much fun at the grocery store. Guys, the like men to women ratio in the grocery store is heavily favored towards women. And I've had some enjoyable conversations in the grocery store. But I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to get back on the road. And I guess I will, I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Drop a thumbs up. And also, I'll tell you guys about that in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Until then, be